Everybody thought the whole comparison between Pearl Watts and Sonia Uch had finally calmed down, but somehow Nollywood fans have managed to drag it back to the center of attention again, and this time the internet is acting even more dramatic than before because people are now analyzing every single movie scene, every facial expression, every romantic moment, and even the way Maurice Sam behaves around both actresses on screen like it is some kind of national investigation. And honestly, the comment sections are becoming absolutely insane right now, because fans are no longer just casually discussing chemistry. They are fully picking sides and defending their favorites like football teams, and the craziest part is that nobody even expected this debate to return this hard in 2026. But one new movie clip was enough to restart everything again, and now everywhere you look, people are arguing over who truly matches Maurice Sam better on screen, and who creates the stronger emotional connection with him in movies, and social media has completely lost its mind over it again, because one side keeps saying Sonia Uch has unmatched emotional intensity, while the other side believes Pearl Watts now feels more natural, softer and more believable in romantic scenes. And honestly, the arguments are getting wilder by the day, because some fans are even bringing up old movie scenes from years ago just to prove their points, and it has turned into one massive Nollywood fan war online. And you already know, once Nigerian movie lovers become emotionally invested in something, there is absolutely no going back, because now TikTok edits are flying everywhere. Facebook fan pages are posting side-by-side comparisons, and YouTube comment sections are looking like battlefields with thousands of people debating over who deserves the best chemistry partner title with Maurice Sam. And one thing that made this whole situation explode again was the way fans reacted to Pearl Watts' recent emotional scenes, because many viewers suddenly started saying she has evolved massively as an actress, and that her recent performances now carry the same emotional weight people usually associate with Sonia Uch, and that single opinion alone was enough to cause chaos, because Sonia Uch fans immediately pushed back, saying nobody can replicate the emotional tension Sonia naturally creates in romantic movies. And honestly, some people were sounding personally offended by the comparison, because Sonia's fanbase has always believed her chemistry with Maurice Sam exists on another level entirely, and now seeing people suddenly hype Pearl Watts the same way has created serious online tension, especially among hardcore Nollywood viewers who have been following these actors for years. And the funniest part is how fans now overanalyze Maurice Sam's behavior depending on who he is acting with, because if he smiles too much in a movie with Pearl Watts, people immediately start saying, look at the way he acts around her. And if he has intense emotional scenes with Sonia Uch, people start saying, this connection cannot be ordinary. And at this point, viewers are genuinely creating relationship theories from ordinary acting scenes, and honestly, Nollywood fans may never beat the allegations, because some of these people are acting like body language experts in the comment sections. And another thing making the debate even louder is the fact that both actresses bring completely different energies into movies, and that difference is exactly what keeps confusing fans, because Sonia Uch usually delivers this emotionally intense, dramatic and vulnerable style that makes viewers feel every heartbreak scene deeply, while Pearl Watts brings this calmer but emotionally addictive energy that feels more playful, soft and realistic. And depending on the type of movie people are watching, their opinions completely change, because some viewers prefer raw emotional chaos, while others prefer chemistry that feels natural and effortless. And now fans cannot stop comparing which one feels more authentic with Maurice Sam. And honestly, it does not help that Maurice himself somehow manages to have believable chemistry with almost everybody, because this man has become one of the most dangerous romantic actors in Nollywood right now, and fans keep feeding into the comparisons every single time a new movie drops, because all it takes is one emotional stare or one romantic argument scene, and suddenly everybody starts screaming online again. And what makes the situation even crazier is how YouTube bloggers and gossip pages are now fully capitalizing on the comparisons, because they know fans cannot resist these conversations anymore. And now every thumbnail is becoming more dramatic than the last one, with captions like "The internet thinks Pearl Watts is replacing Sonia Uch," or "Fans notice something different about Maurice Sam around Pearl Watts." And once viewers see those kinds of titles, they immediately rush into the comments ready to argue for hours, because this topic has somehow become one of the most addictive Nollywood conversations online. And honestly, the engagement is going crazy, because people love emotional celebrity comparisons, especially when romance movies are involved, and another reason this whole thing is trending again is because fans genuinely enjoy imagining their favorite on-screen couples together in real life, even when there is no actual evidence, and that fantasy is what keeps fueling these endless debates, because once viewers become emotionally attached to a movie pairing, they start wanting more interviews, more collaborations, and more behind-the-scenes moments, and suddenly every interaction starts looking suspicious to them. And now people are watching Pearl Watts and Sonia Uch movies with Maurice Sam like detectives searching for hidden signs and clues, and honestly some fans are taking this way too seriously, because people are now ranking kissing scenes, emotional arguments, eye contact moments, and even simple hugs to decide who has the stronger chemistry. And the funniest thing is that the actors themselves are probably just focusing on doing their jobs, while the internet creates entire fictional relationship universes around them. And right now the biggest thing helping Pearl Watts in this comparison is the fact that many viewers feel her confidence on screen has improved massively this year, because fans say she now looks more comfortable carrying emotional scenes, and there is this growing belief online that she has finally entered her main character era in Nollywood romances, and that is exactly why more people are now putting her in the same conversation as Sonia Uch, because before now many fans felt Sonia completely dominated emotional romance roles, but now viewers are starting to believe Pearl Watts is catching up fast, and honestly, that idea alone is enough to keep this debate alive for months, because Nollywood fans love competition narratives, and once the internet senses rivalry, even if it is imaginary, people become completely obsessed with it, and now every movie release involving Maurice Sam automatically turns into another comparison war, and the comment sections are honestly becoming impossible to survive, because one side keeps saying Sonia Uch's chemistry feels more passionate, while the other side insists Pearl Watts creates a more mature and believable connection, and nobody is agreeing on anything anymore, because everybody sees something different, and that confusion is exactly why this topic keeps blowing up repeatedly, because the more fans argue the bigger the conversation becomes, and right now, it honestly feels like the internet has no plans of calming down anytime